Have you ever wanted to play Dark Souls or Elden Ring, but instead you're a pussy? Maybe you're just in need of some Cal Kestis. No, but for real, this game is really just Fisher-Price Elden Ring. Actually, I'd probably say it's more Fisher-Price Dark Souls, since Elden Ring you can actually play with like other people, but hey, that's beside the point. This game can't decide if it's actually really easy or like hard. This game is having more of an identity crisis than Britney Spears. Maybe you're too young to remember the OG Battlefronts. Maybe you're just more of a normie Star Wars fan who wasn't obsessed with the franchise as a child. Could not be me. Jedi Fallen Order is going to be the perfect game for you to play right before the sequel to it comes out. Jedi Survivor planned for 2023, but we both know how EA works. It's probably going to be sooner, before it's finished. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? I sure am, because I'm never wrong. Recently, Disney has been pumping out Star Wars shows almost like it's the MCU. The recently released Obi-Wan Kenobi show is actually really good. I genuinely enjoyed it. I don't want to go into spoilers, but oh, it was good. Not perfect, has issues, but it was still good. It was watchable. The Mandalorian show was really good. I think I still have like 2 episodes left of that. That reminded me. Thank you, chat. Book of Boba Fett, I hear is good. I haven't cared to watch that one because honestly, I feel like Boba should just stay dead in the Sarlacc, but that's just me. Jedi Fallen Order is a good bit of challenge, Star Wars, and questionably sexy sits. So, let's talk about it. The first thing we're going to talk about is the graphics. This game can be gorgeous, and I mean fucking amazing. Oh it is. Chef's kiss good. The detail is just amazing. The art designers, the level designers, all of that, props to them. They did amazing. While I was on my RTX 3070, which a fun fact, I'm not anymore because I upgraded to a 3080 and a Ryzen 9 5950X. That's a weird flex, but you know what? I'm proud of it because I work from home half the time, and so I need a good computer. Even with the quality of detail, if you set it at high on the 3070, I was sitting about 70 to 90 FPS depending on the day at 1440p. Depending on the area, some areas way worse than others, some way better. I did, however, go through and change everything to the lowest possible, and that still only boosted me up to about 95 FPS. Not great, but okay. The map Bogano is by far the worst for FPS, which is really weird because there's nothing there. It's empty. It is flatter than my X. The entire planet is as empty as my Tinder matches right now. It is just... it's barren. There's a few little critters that run around and a temple, but it's like extremely depressing how empty it is. Now on the reverse side of that, Kashyyyk, oh my god, Kashyyyk is a babe. Kashyyyk is a 10 out of 10 without hesitation. The vegetation, that rhymes. I'm a poet, didn't know it. I'm going to cry. The vegetation is amazing. And I love the sporadic dead stormtrooper. It adds a nice vibrant white to the surroundings, and it's just, it ties the whole environment together. It is really pretty. I actually, like, it looks really cool. And to top it all off, every so often you'll just see enslaved Wookiees. It adds to the feel, you know, the feeling of being surrounded by living creatures and white things that want to kill you. Since we're on the topic of Wookiees, let's head on over to the wildlife and let's talk about that. That is a very diverse cast of creatures. I don't know how else to put it. The explosive flaming beetles add a nice little pop. One could say they provide a burst of life. Bazinga! The spiders, yes, the fucking spiders, make you question every area what you walk into. Especially the albino ones, which are really white and really scary and for some reason way harder to fucking kill. That homie kicked my teeth in, spun me in a web and bit me, and I kind of liked it. I could hear the Elden Ring bosses laughing at me from my PS5 behind me. I could hear my ancestors telling God to revoke my ticket to heaven due to sheer disappointment for losing the fight against the albino spider. The open worlds are pretty well done, challenging enough platforming, but it's like not hard to traverse. You just kind of find things as you're going around, and it's up to you if you actually walk into them or not. I mean, you get cool stuff, so it's kind of worth it. A little side rant here. For the platforming in this game, a lot of it is climbing. And I don't know if it was just me, but playing through this game, every time I would try to climb, or I wouldn't say every time, it'd be like 80% of the time when I'm trying to climb on something, I would jump and I would hit the button to latch on and climb. And then it just wouldn't happen. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but honestly, in my opinion, I would just prefer not having to hit a button to climb something. If I could just, like, you know, run up to it or jump into it, and Cal would be smart enough, considering he's lived this long inside of the Empire, you would think he would just grab the fucking vines. So next, we're going to talk about the sexy second Sith sister. Oh my god, holy fuck, Respawn. You're going to bring out the dark side in my pants with her. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. So she's the main villain you fight in the beginning. I'm not going to go into further spoilers. I'm not going to say too much more. I'm going to kind of keep everything to the front. All of the footage is from like the beginning of the game mostly, so that I don't spoil it for you. If this was a multiplayer game, I would have whatever. Anyway, a side note, we're just going to ignore that part. Now let's continue talking about Mommy. I mean the second Sith sister. Her gatekeep girl queen pussy boss fights are actually low-key kind of disappointing. Her attacks are weaker than you would expect, given that she's like, you know, a Grand Inquisitor. She's a Sith sister. Like, this chick has killed lots of Jedi before she met Cal. If they died to her, then honestly, maybe they deserved it. Charles Darwin was right. It was natural selection. I watched younglings put up better fights than her. You're a Sith, like, cut me harder, mommy, please. In this game, you play as Cal Kestis. You are accompanied by I don't even remember how it's pronounced. Grease and BD1. Each of these characters is actually okay in my book. They seem like they're fit and weren't just like thrown in, you know, like, hey, we just need somebody to like fill this spot. So here you go. I'm looking at you, Dying Light. However, I do have a very minor nitpick, and that is that Cal should refer to BD1 as a little homie because that's exactly what he is. However, he doesn't, and it's kind of upsetting. He is the little homie. He BP, he electrocute, but most importantly, he do be pretty cute. I mean, he's the little homie. I don't have much more to say about the characters. They're fine. But hey, fun fact that I discovered after I was like typing the script, BD1 has a little light bar on him, and it changes color based off of how much health Cal has. Kind of cool. I didn't notice it until like my 11th hour into the game or something like that. But hey, we'll say it's because I never took damage or never died ever.
Saul should be at the other end of this trench.
It looks great. It has good physics with the lightsabers, but for the love of all things in the Force, give me some fucking dismemberment. The Force Unleashed games released in 2008 had actual soldier dismemberment. It's a lightsaber. It cuts through everything. The Revenge of the Sith game, do you guys remember that? That game was like, that was a top tier game. Especially like the hidden ending, where when Anakin and Obi-Wan are fighting on Mustafar, and if you're playing as Anakin and you win the fight, kills Obi-Wan, and then other things happen, and you kind of see like what would happen if, you know, he wasn't turned into like, you know, big scary Darth Vader. Instead, he was still like Darth Vader, but like in Anakin skin. I say skin like he's wearing a fucking default skin from Fortnite. I hate, God, gaming has ruined me. In the Revenge of the Sith game, I distinctly remember being Obi-Wan and cutting off the hands and heads of the clone troopers right after Order 66 was given. Those games are rated T for teen. The actual Star Wars Episode 3 movie was rated PG-13, and you literally see Count Dooku's head rolling in the back, you know, at the beginning when Anakin does his thing, works his magic.
Good, Anakin, good. Kill him. Kill him now.
I shouldn't.
Do it!
There's dismemberment on the non-human characters, but please, EA, let me live out my questionable kinks. Please, just once, give us something that we want. I know that's asking a lot for you, but please just give us like one thing that we want. In the game, you can parry just about everything, whether it's a blaster shot from a stormtrooper, a lightsaber, the blaster shots from an ATSD, the bites of animals for some reason, and the heads of animals that headbutt you. There's also a skill tree that you upgrade through meditating. It feels pretty useless. It feels very forced. And yes, that was a pun. I think it's just to add content to the semi-linear game, which I mean, I get, but it's also like, no, we can tell it's just filler content. There's a lot of things you can customize in the game. You can customize Cal's uniform, Cal's ship, Cal's lightsaber, Cal's little homie BD1. You can also live out your Stardew Valley fantasies in the ship with Grease's terrarium. I genuinely could not care less about it. If he ain't growing intergalactic drugs, then I don't care. The customization is actually pretty good for the lightsaber. You can change the color, change like the hilt. You can basically just customize the whole thing. It's actually really cool. You can customize Cal's outfit. I don't have anything to say about that. It's not great. And the ship customization is just about as useless as Grease's terrarium. Not worth it. I don't think I even customized it in my whole playthrough the first time. I don't think I did. So you're probably wondering, should you play this game? Yes, indeed you should. Especially if you find it on sale, given that the Steam Summer Sale is currently going on. Which is funny because at the time that I actually made this script and recorded it the first time, it was still May. The last edit was on May 30th and it is now July 1st. Never mind, just turned to July 2nd. Pog. I have to work in 5 hours. Oh boy. So you're probably asking, does it fill that perfect void that is left from most of the Disney shows? Yes, I believe it actually does. Besides Kenobi, because Kenobi was good, Mandalorian was good. And again, Book of Boba Fett, I didn't watch. Is it better than the prequels? No. Is it better than the sequels? Yes. I forgot where I was going with this, but I strongly recommend this game, especially if you find it on sale. Like I said, the sequel comes out in 2023, supposedly. And with the Kenobi show that just released and finished up, I think got renewed for a second season as well. I think it fits perfectly here. You won't regret playing the game, but it also won't change your life. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am going to go edit this video now and hopefully get it uploaded by the same day that I record it, because I have a bad habit of doing things one step at a time with, multiple days / an entire month in between. If you guys like the video, feel free to like, comment if your thoughts, what you think of the game, if you want me to shut up, anything like that. Subscribe, because you're going to do it anyway, whether it's this video, the last video, the next video. So you might as well just do it right now since I'm saying something about it. I mean, like, the button's right there. Just go down there. Click it real quick for me. Thanks, Daddy. Bye!